just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic. We are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins on Sunday Night Primetime. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. His initial touch, good for a couple. It'll be second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Now a second down throw for Fields. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go, son. Go.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Taking advantage of the room to a gain of 19 on the scramble.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7.
Here we go. 58, who's here's that? Hey, 10. Right.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one. First down, Miami.
Here we go, son. Green 19, press, watch right. Hey, 10. Right.
To throw is Fields. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Face to run inside the 20. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Miami. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll run with a man who went to high school nearby, Miami Central. It's James Cook. Not much happening there, just a short game.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Bills first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Throwing now, Allen here on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 9. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. 18 yards on the connection. First down, Buffalo.
He took a shot on that throw, but you don't feel it quite as much when you pair it with a throw as good as that one. So kudos for him standing in that pocket, delivering a strike to pick up that first down.
On first down, it's Allen. It's intercepted. He tried to take on Sauce, and Gardner took it away. He gets free inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Dolphins. Down the try here for the point after. It's up and good. And the Dolphins move out on top. 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. They'll start on the ground with Cook. Finding room at the 35. Still going. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Here comes a return from the 5. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Go.
They'll start on the ground. It's A-10. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Now Fields. Quick throw, taken in. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
EQ.
Fields. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big-time play for the Dolphins. 37 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. 19 strikes.
Back to throw is Fields. That one pinballs around, but is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. You keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here. There's the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down.
58, who's here?
Fields to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. That touchdown, number 1 for him on the year.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get across the 20, smoke him down 23-yard line. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Once again, it's Cook. And he searches forward for a gain of about 5.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Out to his right, and they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes. K.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. How about that Flag off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a first down.
What a luxury. Certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. From the gun, here is Allen. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
This is why every defense wants to play with the lead, because it allows them to just tee off on the quarterback. Go rush the passer. You're not worried about them handing the ball off or a little quick game. You know they're chasing points, so what can you do? You can get after this guy, and boy, have they ever.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Allen going to get it to pick. And to pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. Now Allen facing 3rd and long. This one intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Easy. March right.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. Headed left, buying time. And Fields is tough to bring down the open field. Gives the D a break as he slides down. But he got the 1st down.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
There's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go, Scott.
They'll stick with him again. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that 1st tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
They'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Now his timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. is at the 8 for 2nd and goal.
Yep. Here we go. Tonight.
Fields operating out of the pistol. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And he's lucky this one didn't go back the other way, Mike. He got away with just a bad decision, bad throw, and defensively, you get a chance to steal a possession for your offense. You got to capitalize and make those plays.
Here we go. We're good. No mas. 331. 11, 11, 11. Go.
Pistol snap back to Fields. And he's in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Bills first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Moving outside the pocket. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
At the 5-yard line.
Here's Cook. And he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. That's hauled in at the 2.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Hook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
So on 3rd and goal, they run run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Following the touchdown, pass is back to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Right.
They'll go with the counter on 1st down. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Jack Campbell, the former 1st-round pick, there to wrap him up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go, son. Hey, 319. Get out.
Fields from the pistol. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Out. 319, just what? Extend. Hey, 551. Right.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
The 43-yard line.
Here we go.
Off the play action, here's Fields. Quickly to the outside and complete.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short
Go
gain.
jump. Ready? Right.
Here's a run with their tight end. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
That's good.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.
The 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
Here we go, son. Move it. Right.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Touch right. Here we go, son. Right.
Here's Fields. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bills are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
A run up the middle with Cook. And he's trying to get upfield, but cannot do it. Knocked backwards to the 2.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 2-yard line.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. fourth quarter begins with a run by Cook. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they could somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
3rd and 7. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
Well, they say football's a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on 4th and short, this coach has the decision to make.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he is going to have the Bills' first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Mike, the courage it takes to call that play so deep on your side of the field, and as a quarterback, they send that call in, you don't have a choice. You have to find a way to make this play work and pick up that first down.
That keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult.
Oh, big hole left side. And he will take this one in. 79 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And when we talk about momentum and trying to stop negative momentum, it's moments like this. Not only did you just give up the big score, but now, Greg, they've got to get that defense back on the field after the fumble.
Yeah, and on one sideline, you're riding high. I mean, the last 2 plays could not have gone any better. And then on the other sideline, they couldn't have gone any worse.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd and 3. A carry for Cook. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. From the gun, Josh Allen. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Gonna throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. He'll swing this one out to Cook. And the going to be set up with first and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Now, second and goal. They'll run with Cook, trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll run the sneak, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Josh Allen, touchdown Bills. That his second touchdown tonight. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Here's first and 10. A-chain. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
19,
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Here comes second down.
EQ. Here we go. Green 9. Hey, can. Tonight.
They'll drop to throw. A throw there on second down. Going to be insufficient.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Green 19, good tonight. Up. Hey, can. Tonight.
Fields from the gun on third down. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
And in this situation, Mike, with time running down, an incompletion here is not the worst thing in the world. Remember, you're already well within scoring range. Now you're just trying to get as close as possible. You can't take a sack, and of course you can't turn it over. So if it's not there, just throw it away.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
Third down and 9.
He'll get the first down inside the 15. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds remaining in the game. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to win the game. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
The Bills take over first and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
This is first and 10. A final shot now for Allen. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So, fins up. It's a win for the Dolphins. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.